Hi there, my name is Hinds, aka Van Halen, and this one goes out to all the pretty ladies. Guitar Hero is making its triumphant return this month with the 7th main installment in the series, Guitar Hero Live. We haven't been given a hero title in 5 years, which is just long enough to justify a nostalgic celebration in the form of a short history of the series, and just to get you a little bit hyped. But before we start, I just want to say thank you to Megarob for helping sponsor this video. Inspired by a Japanese arcade game from 1978 called Guitar Freaks, 2005 saw game controller manufacturer Red Octane team up with game developers Harmonix to create the rhythm-based guitar strumming phenomenon that is Guitar Hero. The series currently has 8 major releases, 5 expansions, and a number of spin-offs for mobile, Windows, and Macintosh systems, as well as the Nintendo DS, totaling in the release of 25 games over 6 years between 2005 and 2011. That's a lot of games. Guitar Hero was born in 2005 with the release of their first game, which became an instant hit, raking in over $45 million with the sale of 1.5 million copies. The game was only available on PlayStation 2 and was accompanied by a plastic guitar-shaped controller, the Gibson SG Guitar, on which the player could strum out a selection of 47 songs by matching scrolling notes as they appeared on screen to mimic the playing of rock music, kind of like what we see today in rhythm games. In the following year, Red Octane released Guitar Hero 2, which became even more successful than its predecessor, featuring better graphics, everybody likes those, and an updated track list. In 2007, Guitar Hero 2 was made available on the Xbox 360, and the first Guitar Hero expansion titled Guitar Hero ENCORE Rocks the 80s was released, featuring an additional 30 hit rock songs from the 1980s. This game received a somewhat negative reception due to its hefty $50 price tag and lack of new features. It was also the last Guitar Hero worked on by Harmonix Studios. The next game, called Guitar Hero Legends of Rock, achieved the status of best-selling video game of 2007, both in terms of units sold and revenue earned. It is also the first single retail video game to exceed $1 billion in sales. Differing somewhat from previous games in terms of gameplay, Legends of Rock was developed by Activision's Neversoft division and was the first game made available for PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii, and PC. Remember, they were the dudes who did Tony Hawk. Legends of Rock added new modes of play on top of the existing single-player career modes, including a new co-op career mode and competitive battle mode, which pit the player against in-game characters and other players. It is also the first game in the series to include an online multiplayer feature. Another cool thing about this game was the inclusion of avatars of real-life rock stars Slash and Tom Morello. In 2008, Guitar Hero AEROSMITH was released. It chronicled the band's history from their first gig to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, including real-life locations visited by the band on tours around the world. Guitar Hero World Tour was released in October of the same year. World Tour introduced the drum set and microphone for percussion and vocals, allowing multiple players to enjoy a more immersive and epic simulation of the experience of playing in a rock band. World Tour also featured a music studio in which players could create and record their own songs. This was probably where people started to realize that being a rock star was harder than they thought. Steve Tyler once said that we believed that anything that was worth doing was worth overdoing. And in 2009, Guitar Hero seemed to agree, releasing no less than 6 games, including Guitar Hero Metallica and Guitar Hero Van Halen. These games had the same idea as Guitar Hero AEROSMITH, focusing exclusively on the respective bands' careers, but with little change to major gameplay. 2009 also saw the release of the second expansion in the series titled Guitar Hero Smash Hits. This game's tracklist consists of the top Guitar Hero songs of all the previous games. That same year, Guitar Hero 5 was released. It included an unprecedented 85 songs and introduced party mode, which allows players to jump into a band or drop out even in the middle of a song, and to switch instrumental difficulty levels while you're playing. Following this, the third and final expansion of the series, Band Hero, was released in November. Neversoft tried a new idea with this game and attempted to widen their target market to include all audiences instead of just rockers. And as such, the tracklist consists of mainly top 40 songs that could be played on guitar, bass, and drums, or sung into the microphone. And finally, Activision ended 2009 with the release of the spin-off DJ Hero, which was played on an electronic turntable and allowed the player to mash 2 songs together and remix them. It was really cool. I want another one of those. Activision, if you're watching this, More DJ Hero, please. In 2010, Guitar Hero premiered Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, as well as DJ Hero 2. Warriors of Rock involved a quest mode narrated by rock legend Gene Simmons. However, the game received mixed reviews from gaming journalists who praised certain elements but generally regarded it as lackluster. The game marked a significant decrease in sales compared to previous games in the series. In 2011, Activision announced that they were halting development on a 7th Guitar Hero title, and this ultimately led to their cancelling of the series as a whole. This year, however, Activision announced the production of a 7th title, which has been widely hailed as a much-needed reboot for the Guitar Hero series, with a range of new features mixed into the familiar formula. In the timeless words of David Essex, rock on. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you love yourself some Guitar Hero, make sure that you smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Check out the cards in the top right hand corner for some epic Guitar Hero stuff. Until the next video, high five a stranger, adios.